Hey guys, they're at Hot here, and before we start this little podcast thing, I just want to say that this might become like a weekly thing or so. It's only gonna be about 30 minutes, and it's just gonna be me and my friend shooting shit like Painkiller already. And um, before all this, there's gonna be some. I mean, not before. There's gonna be some gameplays that are just whatever, that are just nonsense. So this first one is M60 big ammo, and I just go around spraying kids in hardcore free for all, and all the rest is just gonna be random gameplays from either me or Sean or sometimes even Ryan. So hope you guys enjoy this and stay tuned. Thanks. Yeah. What is up, guys? They're at Hot here, and we have our first episode of The Beast from the East. And this is a Tricom. This will probably be weekly. And who do we have here with me?
Mason Vonage or Ryan. I normally post up Halo videos and now starting up on Minecraft.
INSULINxJUNKIE, or you can just call me Sean. I post up everything, basically, whatever I feel like playing.
And this will first go on my channel, and then it'll go on INSULINxJUNKIE's channel or Major Devotage's channel, and we're just going to rotate. Now, we need some feedback if you guys want to see this, because obviously this is, I mean, if no one's going to watch this, then we're not going to do it. But why don't we go ahead and go in our first topic, Ryan?
Alright, so first topic, guys. You're probably wondering a little bit of our backstory, how we all became friends or whatever. But basically, it all started a long time ago. I believe we're all 14 years old, correct?
I'm 15.
15.
Alright, so I'm 14 years old and everyone else here is 15, but we're in the same grade. And basically, we just, for me and Steven are there at Hot, we both just walked into Before Care one day at our
no one. Alright, Before Care, for no one who knows, is an elementary school. Since it would start at 9 o'clock, parents would go to work and they would drop their kids off at like 7, 8 o'clock, and so we just hung out there, and then after school, if you were the lucky one, you went to aftercare.
Yeah.
You went to aftercare for fucking an hour
So,
or more.
So yeah,
two for me.
yeah.
So overall, it's about 4 hours of daycare in a school day. It's pretty much 11 hours.
Oh, and don't forget half days, dude.
Oh my god.
We had half days when it would end at like 12 o'clock, and we would be there for
horrible.
5 hours.
Horrible.
Oh.
Yeah, continue, Ryan. Sorry, I just.
Yeah. I understand. But first day of school or whatever, I walked in, and I guess I like sat by Steven or whatever, and I guess we just started talking along with this other guy named Craig. He was a cool kid, you know. And too bad he isn't up here commentating with us, but whatever. And so then we just became friends by hanging out about every day.
And that was what? Kindergarten?
That was first grade.
First grade.
And then
and
Sean
we're in
came
9th grade right
second
now,
grade.
guys.
Were you friends with Sean in first grade, Steven?
I had no friends in first grade.
I still remember how I met Sean. Alright, so we were big in video games when we were younger, and
Pokemon all the way.
we used to make games on like paper.
They were amazing.
And we made like so many games. And one game, I don't know if you remember this, Sean, but it was on paper, and you'd have like stick figures, and you'd draw like a maze for them, and you wouldn't actually do it. It would just be like this crazy like maze that you would draw all these obstacles and shit on. And Ryan and I were doing it, I guess, and then you decided to like tag along one day, and it was just like do you not remember?
I honestly have no idea. Like I remember like the
it's hard to
hamster
explain.
things. Like where we.
Yes, that's I was just about to say
yeah,
that.
I love those.
It was the same thing, but with hamsters.
Yeah.
It was like you'd have this hamster, and he would just start at like one side from. I'd have to draw this out for you, then you'd probably remember. But it would be like you wouldn't actually move him. You just put him at like the start, and then you just make this crazy obstacle course, and you'd have to get like the key to move on, and like I don't know if you remember that, but yeah, that's how I met INSULINxJUNKIE, and then we were friends ever since, I guess. So
Dude,
that's how.
I remember just being a badass and drawing all those Pokemon pictures all the time.
One thing I do remember is that I envied both of your drawing skills. I sucked at drawing, but you guys were really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Yeah,
looked
Ryan
back.
was the best.
I looked back at my drawings though. Like I had this giant folder of all my old ones, and I'm like, all right, these drawings fucking sucked.
Yeah, oh man, I remember those days, and we used to make games, and it was just, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fun.
We all had a common hatred towards the people who ran the place,
staff.
Miss Marcia.
Yeah, they were bitches.
If you ever see her
I've
on the
heard-
road, like just hit her for me. Like you can do that. Like I'll
Will
take the
do.
I've
charge.
seen her a few times. She lost a shit ton.
You're lying. You're lying.
I swear.
my
dude.
God.
Dude, remember how
Oh,
like back when we
The
were
Nintendo Power, Ryan. Talk
oh
about the
my
Nintendo.
So here I am. I'm like, this is all the way back in first grade. I went through before and after care for about like 7 or 8 years. It was horrible. More
sucked.
like 7. It was horrible. And so here I'm in first grade. I'm sitting here like reading my Nintendo Power like a scrub. And all of a sudden, I'm like reading something about Zelda. And this woman who's in charge just walks over. And she just takes it out of my hands and walks away. And I'm like, oh, are you serious? And I'm like, what the heck just happened? So I asked her if I can have it back. And she's like, no. And I'm like, what the heck? So I go the next morning. Before school starts, like, I go in with my mom, and the woman who took it isn't there, so I, like, have to sneak into the storage closet to get it out. It was the best moment ever.
Yeah, I remember. Like, I mean, sometimes they were nice, but like a lot of the times they were just bitchy. And we would go into the gym every day, and we'd have these foam balls, and we would play this game called Scatterball, which is the best game ever invented. What happens is at the start is someone throws a ball up, and you say like 5 steps, and whoever has the ball has 5 steps or whatever you call
I
out.
cheated so hard in that game.
Yeah, whatever. How many steps to kill or not kill? Like throw the ball and tag someone out, and it progressively got more as like the people decreased. And eventually, when we were in like 4th grade or so, we couldn't play it because parents were complaining that their kids were getting hurt when it's a foam ball.
Yeah,
They just aren't.
Like,
They just
alright,
aren't beasts like Mason
How
and
hard
Moj.
can a 3rd grader, a 4th grader, or a 5th grader throw a ball at you to make it hurt?
Dude, I went back, and the people in charge were, like, playing it, and they were, like, being merciless. They were just taking that ball and beaming it at the kids. It was,
I remember beams. I got so frustrated with beams.
write-ups. Great.
Oh,
Great stuff
God.
about write-ups.
Yeah, let's wrap up that topic because we're running on a
Holy shit.
So, write-ups. Basically, if you do something really bad, then they'll write you up for it. It's like paperwork. And supposedly, if you get written up like 3 times, you get kicked out of the program.
Sean got kicked out.
Yeah, Sean got kicked out. I
I'm
believe
bad to
honestly,
the
though,
bone.
I got written up about like 20 times. Not even kidding, and I never like was in danger of getting kicked out, except for one time. This is all the way back.
So close.
I think
So close.
Steven was probably the only one there. Sean had gotten lucky and been able to stay home alone. But
Oh, yeah.
basically, I called the woman that was working there a horrible person, and she just heard me, so she thought I was calling her a whore. And so basically, she started writing me up. She got my parents in there. I tried to explain it to her, but she didn't understand. But in the end, I don't even think I got written up for it, so it's all good. All right, next topic, please.
Yeah, right. Shit, I was supposed to... Oh, me? Fuck. So the next topic is... In our high school, we have to take... now, there's 2 that you can take. There's biology for all the smart kids who would fucking rape
I don't know
science,
why I'm
and
not
then...
there.
True, and then there's the other one called Earth and Space Science. Now, if you don't know
It's
what
a very
Earth and
important
Space
class.
Science is, you guys are pretty fucking lucky if you don't know what it is, because what it is you learn about rocks, you learn about
Yeah.
earthquakes, and all right, so we learn about like igneous rocks and like sedimentary rocks. When the hell am I ever gonna need to identify one of these sedimentary
Yeah.
rocks, or when I'm gonna like need to know what one looks like or anything about a
Don't
rock.
forget
Like, I'm not
metamorphic
trying to go
rocks.
into
Don't forget metamorphic rocks.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, those are pretty important too.
Yeah, of course. All rocks are
And
important.
They are if you're playing Minecraft.
Like,
Hell yeah. But,
but those are picture oriented, so, or color. But
Yeah.
we did this project where you had to plot earthquakes on a map.
I hated
Why?
that so much.
Why? You look on the longitude. Oh my god! Like, it's retarded. And like, I have a pretty good teacher. Like, she's funny, and we have like the funniest class ever. But I don't know
My class
why
is
it's
black.
such a
I mean,
well,
like
same,
you don't
but,
understand.
Tony, shout out. But,
Tony, oh Tony, I love you, Tony.
yeah, Tony's in my
Oh,
class,
Tony.
but it is ridiculous. Like, it's such a joke class. I don't like. Notice how
enjoy
like
it.
all right.
Alright,
You
Sean,
take
I don't
1
wanna
year
hear
of
it.
Earth, and, you take 1 year of like Earth and space science, and then they don't even repeat it in any other years
Never
of like.
reuse what you learned with science.
Like, all right, so last year we learned about like the Punnett or whatever squares, like genetics and stuff, and we'll learn about that next year. But when the hell are we ever gonna learn about Earth and space science again? Because it's not useful.
Unless you're gonna become like
Unless you
astronomer
want to become
or
a
geologist.
geologist, but I don't plan on becoming a geologist, so.
If you're a geologist, you might as well kill yourself. That's the most boring job in the
Dude,
world.
In my
Steven.
class, I should be an A student because I belong in biology, but I'm Earth and Space Science GT, which Sean didn't even know existed because just stupid.
Ryan,
basically,
Ryan.
Yes.
Shut up.
All right, but basically, I should have an A since I'm belong in a higher level, but for some reason my teacher decides to give hard ass quizzes. So
Maybe
I've
we
got
should
like an A
pass
in
them.
homework. No, I've got an A in homework, A in classwork, A in test, and then a D in quizzes, which is why I have a
Ryan,
B.
tell him about your midterm.
Oh no, the midterm wasn't even bad as I thought it would be. Basically, she didn't tell us what we had to study.
No, tell like the questions, like what she did.
What do you mean?
Didn't she do a midterm and then 150
Oh
questions
yeah, no,
after
it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It was really easy apparently. See, because what she did was she basically put 100 of the questions online, and then after you take the practice test, it says what the answers are. So I basically just learned the entire assessment the night before.
That's what they did with
That's retarded.
fitness or whatever.
Yeah,
The gym, which is a complete joke, but we're not gonna get into that.
Oh, yeah,
I'm starting gym up now.
Yeah, I'm starting gym up too. I miss Shay.
Oh.
Whoa. Want to censor that name after we finish this? Alright,
That's shit.
Oh wow.
Alright, so basically,
There's a lot of people named
it's time to
Shay.
move on to the next topic.
Alright, this is my topic. I am like a motherfucking expert at this topic. It angers me to the fucking core. You wanna know what it is? Ryan, don't talk. Alright, no, I'm just kidding. The topic of our third... Okay, I'm not even gonna deal with that. But our next topic is prude girls. And
Alright, now if you don't know what prude is,
I got this, Steven.
it's girls who don't do anything.
Okay. I had a girlfriend. We're not gonna name anyone. But you know, we'd hang out. We'd walk around. We liked going on walks. They were really fun.
Like fun.
We went to her house one day. You know,
Alright,
we'd kiss.
Ryan,
We'd
shut
make
up.
out. We'd do that stuff. She wouldn't do anything else though. Like, come on, second base isn't that big of a deal. Even third base isn't that big of a deal. Why not?
Third base is a big
No, it's
deal.
not.
Like,
Hand
it
jobs
is.
are not
Yes,
big.
It is.
It's like
That's not third
yes,
base.
it is.
No, first base is making out. Second base is like feeling around. Third base is a blowjob.
I'm
Fourth
looking this
base
up.
is sex. You didn't know that? Like,
Nah, BJ and handjob are like essentially the same thing with different body parts.
no, they're
yes,
not.
they are.
No, they're
Yes, they
not.
are.
That's completely
No,
different.
they're not.
Sean, what's the difference from
Alright, wait,
feeling
guys.
things
I got
and then tasting things? Like, that's completely
Guys,
different.
Yahoo Answers tells me this. First base is
Oh
kissing,
my god.
second base is touching, third base is oral, and base is sex. There
Owned.
you go.
Yeah.
Right there.
Why the fuck do people look that up on Yahoo Answers? That makes
Why did
I
someone?
looked
The
it
real
up.
question is, why did someone ask that question?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm not saying like why did someone look it up. I'm saying like why would you ask that question?
Why would someone
Whatever,
answer that question?
But, all right, we have a lot of prude girls at our school, and it pisses me off because it's really retarded, and a lot of girls are like posers.
They want to be sluts, but
If Alec watches this, he'll know who I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Whoa, admit name.
But
It
it
doesn't
okay,
matter.
Ryan.
Okay, it's
There are
Alec. I
millions
don't
of
think
people named
Alec-
Alec. I highly doubt
Yeah.
they're gonna find out who it was.
yeah, all right. So anyway, Alec, if you know, Alec will know who I'm talking about if he ever watches this. But like, it's ridiculous how wannabe sluts they are, but they'll never do anything now.
Alright.
There's also this awesome invention called Form Spring.
Oh,
And,
Spring, I love you.
let's just say you can ask
Anything you want,
whatever you
anonymously.
want.
They won't find out who you
Anonyms,
are at
yeah.
all. And I just want to point something out. There is a difference between doing stuff and being a slut. I mean,
True shit. Like, alright, this is being a slut. A slut means you get around to a lot of guys.
but you just basically you'll fuck anyone that is within your range. Like if you're BDO, you'll fuck any black guy, or if like you have a certain fetish, you'll fuck those type of guys.
Well, that's not really a slut. The fetish is not really anyway, but
Anyways,
from doing alright, slut getting around a lot. Doing things is doing things with like your boyfriend
Yeah,
or girlfriend.
prude girl
And
I was talking about earlier.
oh, alright. I think we should do like go for a little bit longer. Last topic I think we should talk about is tools. I know this wasn't
Oh my
planned,
God.
great top to talk about.
If you guys don't know what tools are, it's like anyone that does anything for a girl or like
Basically, they suck up
Yeah,
to
that's
them,
it.
even though they will never get anything from them. I could name about
Yeah,
25
it's-
people right now, but I will refrain from doing so.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
This is like turned into like a
I don't know
hating,
why.
like Tricom, basically.
Yeah, we shouldn't be player haters, guys.
They're not.
We're hating the game, not the player.
Yeah.
But tools, man, gotta get your life
Like,
straight, man.
if you comment on girls' posts saying how if you lost count of how many times you hug them, honestly, I don't give a fuck how many times a girl's hugged me. I don't count that shit. Okay? Maybe you can
Yeah,
count how many times a
that's
girl's
ridiculous.
fucked you. Like maybe that's understandable, but I don't give a shit how many times. And like you post it on Facebook. What are you doing? Just stop. Like,
Or yeah, okay. Being a tool and being gay is two completely different.
but
things,
there's a
but-
fine line.
Alright, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed. This has been Beast from the East, episode 1. I'm Red Hot,
I'm Insulin Junkie.
and we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see ya.
See you guys.